Hi, Hippy Trev here, and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it.
Morning world, Hippy Trev here. So at the request of my daughter Rar, she said why don't I make a video for maybe some of her girlfriends to show them basically how to do a quick check under your bonnet. So let's do that. So firstly, let's open the bonnet. There's the camera. So I'm old school and I drive that, but most of you modern girls drive one of these. Alright, so the first thing you want to look for is this. Sometimes it lives here, sometimes here, but normally in this area here. This is your dipstick to check your oil. So while the motor's cold, hasn't been started, pull her out, nice clean rag. First thing you do is you have a look. Now you have a look before you do anything cold, and that's your full mark, and the oil's down a little bit, so that could probably take about 400 or 500 mils of oil, and the colour's not bad, but it's just starting to go a little bit. There's a little bit of a dark tinge to it, so this car is probably just about ready for an oil change. So give it a wipe. There's your low mark. So if your oil is below your second line or anywhere down here, you need oil and you need it fast. So put it back in. Like so, make sure it goes all the way in. Pull it again, and as we can see, not too bad. Don't worry about the oil up here. So this car's actually not too bad, although it is pretty much getting due for an oil change. Right, first thing. Now the second thing to look for are your reservoirs. So over here is our coolant. Now there's a clear. Now there's a line here, and that should be a nice clear colour, and it should be up to the line. That means your coolant's okay, which means you don't need to lift your radiator cap. This is your radiator cap for your radiator. Oh look, dragonfly. How awesome is that, poor little bugger? I'm just going to put him somewhere. So you don't have to touch this. Now your battery, also this is your battery. Now on the top of the battery they normally have a light here. Now if you look in that there, that light should be green. Now if the light is black, it means it needs charging. And if it's, what does this one say actually? And this one, if it's clear, so if you can't see you have a red or black in there, this battery's pretty much toast. So this one's good, it's nice and green. Under here is your air filter. Just basically unclip that. I'm not sure how to do this one, but basically just unclip a few things, and there's a big air filter in there that normally needs checking and cleaning. Down here on this side, this is our power steering unit. Same thing, the container's clear, and you just make sure the fluid's up to the line. You can use transmission fluid in these for your power steering, and make sure that doesn't get too low, otherwise you'll get some squealing noise. A bit further down the back, this one's pretty important, this one's your brakes. Same thing, clear container, clear fluid, and you have to use special .303 or 04 brake fluid and that. Make sure that is always topped up. If that starts losing fluid, you've either got a leak either in here, in the actual, what they call the master cylinder at the top, or maybe one of your wheel cylinders down the bottom of the car are leaking. So if that's the case, you get under the car and you have a look around for anything under your wheels. And finally, not all, but most, especially automatics, you have this one here. If we can see that. Hidden down here. Now this is your transmission oil. And that should be a nice red colour. Even have a sniff, that should not smell horrible and burnt. And normally with these you have your motor hot and running, and there's a line. I mean, I've just pulled that. So what I'll do later when Joe's comes in, after she takes the car out, this is Joe's car, I'll get her to lift the bonnet. Well, I'll lift the bonnet, and I'll do this, and I'll check this with the motor running to make sure the fluid's within this level here. Level. So basically, girls, that's how you do a very quick check of your car to make sure all your fluids and everything are as they should be. Now, if you're losing fluids and coolant and stuff like that, you're going to have a bit more of a look around. And unfortunately, for most of Rar's friends, or everyone's over in Perth, I can't get there to help you. But and finding a mechanic that's not going to rip you off seems to be a hard deal these days too, especially if you're a female. So, but this is something you can just do for yourself to keep an eye on your own car. So basically, always, at least once a week, check this. Check your battery. Oops, check your battery. Check your fluids. This one here I didn't mention, that's your washer bottle. Basically you just fill it up with water, almost to the top, and you get a little container of what they call bars bug. Do not use dishwashing liquid, that doesn't work. It just stuffs your windscreen. You get a container of what they call bars bug, you put a little bit of squirt in there, and that keeps your window washers working, and so forth. And of course another one down the back here is make sure you keep your eye on your brake fluid. Now if you do need oil, there's a cap in here that unscrews. That's where your oil goes, down in there. If you have to replace your engine oil. And when it makes that clicking noise, it means it's tight enough. So this is a fairly late model Hyundai. I think she's an 07, or actually I think it might even be later than that. No, she's an 09. So this is a fairly, well, I call a late model car. That one over there is a 69. That girl's 50 years old. Actually, it's 51 years old. So this is an 09, and pretty much standard to what pretty much every other vehicle, modern vehicle on the road is. So, like I said, oil, transmission oil, have a look at your battery, check your fluids, and if all those are okay, then you should keep motoring. Okay girls, let's see if that keeps you out of trouble. I'm Hippy Trev, cheers, and if you ride a motorbike, keep your knees in the breeze. Cheers worlds.